A few years ago, we made a decision that changed everything. Coming up on this episode.
Wow. Well, we have no issues with the thickness of the ice. Everything dark is soaked.
It's not as bad as you thought, hey?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh.
Whoa! No power. Oh, right. Power comes from the inverter room. Shoot. Inverter room has no power. But that's okay. Wow. Oh. Well, there's a bit of a mess in here. Looks like the roof's been leaking big time. Oh no. See that? Everything dark is soaked, and all that area back there is soaked. So that is no good. I knew I was going to have to replace this roof, but I didn't think it was that bad. The roof was watertight to begin with. Water doesn't need much. Just the slightest pinhole is enough to create a torrent down here like this. Just something I have to do when I get back here in the spring. What a different spot in the winter. I wonder how much the lake is going to rise in the spring. Tell you one thing, I sure feel it in the quads. Snowshoeing takes a lot out of you. There's the kinglet and the chickadee. I'm so glad I got that snow off those roofs. The dark shingles should keep them clear now for the rest of the year. So this is the site for a new cabin. And may extend it back into here a little bit. Might take out a couple of these trees so we have a better view too. But we'll see. I just don't want this cabin to be under any kind of a threat from any kind of forest fire. So I want there to be a decent fire break between the cabin and the forest. These trees are broken anyways. See that? They're broken and dying. So we'll take some of this out. This will be a nice spot, I'm sure. Coming! Something happened. I'm okay, honey. Oh, wow, you know what happened? The entire roof slid off. That must have sounded like an earthquake inside there. I heard this loud. That is unreal. No, good thing I wasn't back there. Look at that. That's completely cleaned off. That's like unreal. I knocked that tree over. That generator didn't get touched. Almost. Look at the size of these blocks that came down. Wow. I'm so glad I took that wire out, because it would have got taken down for sure. Look at the size of those blocks.
Wow. That sounded, I was sure you were hurt again, and that sounded like an earthquake.
It did.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it from all the way over there. I thought, what was that?
Wow.
There's no snow on the greenhouse either. It just sloughs right off. I can't get over those blocks. Wow, is that ever powerful? So this is extra wire I got so that I could hook up the Bluetti to those panels there. Why did I need extra wire? Because the feeds from those panels come in behind here, right? Along here and into the back. But guess what? It's now buried by tons of ice and snow. So yeah, I'm not really pleased about the current situation. So what I have to do is somehow get at those wires, and wow, I need to get in there. I just want to show you what's going on. So on the other side of this wall, you see those wires here? Right there. They go outside and they go all the way to the back. I just have to carefully pick through this ice and snow here so that I can get at those wires. Hook up some MC4s, run the wire down and around through that window into the back of the Solar X 4K. And then I can hook up the Bluetti and charge it from the sun. A lot of snow came off those roofs, but now they're clean and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Hopeful's house is completely buried. Unreal. Poor little dolly doesn't even have a house. Well, what I'm looking for here is a ladder. I think I put a ladder back here. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Oh, there is one, but it is buried. Was that ever lucky? You see that orange piece there? That's a ladder. So I just have to dig it out from this mess. It's kind of gibbled. Maybe it'll be okay. Well, let's see if that straightened it out at all. It's better. Definitely better. It's gonna need a complete redo in the spring, obviously. I just have to get some timber locks up there to give it a bit more strength. So these are timber locks. These are structural wood screws, and they will hold this thing together easily until spring. A lot lot of ice up here. I don't know if you can see that, but put bracing up. Everything's tied together. The A-frames all have big timber lock screws holding them together. I think we'll be in good shape now. It'll at least last until spring. Then I can re-roof this thing in the summer. I want to extend the roof a couple of feet anyways. Put a slope on it like this, right? Have everything drained back to the back. And then have an overhang of about a foot at the back here as well. All this will have a nice slope here to shed the water. Originally this was just supposed to be a platform, then I turned it into a shed, and I keep learning these lessons, you know. Don't build anything temporary because it'll come back to bite you. You'll have to redo the whole thing again. But that's okay, it's a small structure. It won't take long. It won't be insulated, so I don't have to worry about, you know, any vapor issues or mold or anything like that. So I won't have to worry about venting. It's just strictly something for out of the weather. Now that I've done the array and got the panels all sorted out so the wind won't blow them down and they won't collapse in the wet weather, I could go to the inverter room, and where all that ice fell down off the roof, I have to dig out the wires so that I can connect them to the Solar X. The wires come from here, go to the inverter room. They're now buried under tons of ice and snow. I have to dig that out. Then I can connect the wires, hook them up to the Solar X, hook the Solar X up to the Blue Eddy, and then we've got free power again. Can't wait.
We woke up to this. Little surprise of a couple inches of new snow. This is the view from our window. Wow, it's so nice out here. Just beautiful.
Get ready to go battle the elements, honey.
What's your plan today?
I have to uncover the cables at the back that feed all the way from those solar panels. Then I'm going to clear off those solar panels. And then bring some firewood. And then I'm going to go to the trailer and get the other battery. I'm going to rearrange the stuff in here. And yeah, there's a few things.
So about how long will each of those big 100-pound batteries last us in terms of power?
Well, each one is 5,200 watts. So we're running about 200 watts on average. So a day, 24 hours. We've got two of those. Plus we have the battery that's built into the Apex 300. Plus we have a B300K, which is about 60% the size of one of those big ones. So we have about 3 days of autonomy. Our normal running, about 3 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That means every 3 days we use a third of a can of fuel to charge it up if there's no sun.
Yeah, and can you imagine what it'll be like when we actually have our own system up back in here?
Oh man, it'll be amazing.
Okay. Well,
So, can't wait for that bunker.
Another beautiful day. I mean, look at this. It's so wonderful here. So I'm going to head over to the panels. I've got some wood there. So I'm going to go get some wood for the fire, fill up our little wood box, and then I'm going to start digging out the area in behind the inverter room. I got to dig that out so I can get at those solar wires. That's going to be fun. Oh, wow. Stuff keeps sliding down. That's good. So I'll clean that off to give it a head start. Who needs a ladder when you have huge snow drifts? In a way, it does make it easier. But I'll have to get down in there and shovel all that out. Learning a lot about being here this winter. How to change the design of this array here so that the snow sheds more efficiently. Of course, I want to make it so that I can tilt them up for a little steeper angle in the winter. The plan was to put some steel pipes on either side of the array shed and then have one big pipe across to hold all these 8 panels, and then I could just spin them on the pipe, right? And as soon as I get my welder up here, that'll be one of the jobs I'm gonna do. Those panels are already generating heat even though there's no sun. So hopefully by getting the bottom of them clear, the top will be able to stay melting in pace with the snowfall. This little winter experiment has been going pretty good. We've learned a lot, struggled a lot. We have a tiny, tiny wood stove, so we have tiny, tiny pieces of wood to go into our tiny, tiny wood stove. Right into our little wood pile.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, this is absolutely remarkable that this greenhouse has stayed intact with just poly on it. So, wow, that is a nice surprise. Very, very cheap roof, and it works. Just got this last load to dump. Okay, that should do us for the rest of the day. Perfect. Yikes. Huh. It's going to be tricky. Oh, man. All the snow is falling off the roof. That's perfect. Perfect.
It's a pretty warm morning. Opal raced out of the cabin without her coat on. But she seems to be really, really happy, and she did not want to come in when we tried to coax her inside. Ryan says he's going to go out and run with her for a bit. But things are melting all around, so. You gonna run in the snow? Oh.
Come here, Opal. Come here.
Do you like the snow? Okay, you go get him. She just wants to run. Oh, you're gonna bite a stick? She's had a nice breakfast. Oh, she's gonna go. You love the snow. Do you want to go in the cabin? No. She's looking around to dig for something. You want to go inside? Okay. And with a nice crackling fire, huh? Yeah, let's go in. Come on. There you go. Got a nice fire. Ryan's just heading out to get the last Blue Eddy battery. And he's getting everything ready to go.
Better get a shovel.
Good idea.
Snowshoes.
Hello. She ran out without a coat again. It's just so warm. I don't have a coat on either. It's like she just seems to love it here. There's my clothesline platform that I got finished, and it's got solar on it, so it looks really pretty at night. Look at how much snow is on the doghouse. Look at how it's piled up, and look at how it's way down there. So funny. We definitely have to replace the flag. It broke after we got here in the winds, so we're going to need to replace it probably every year or two. We had a viewer actually write to us and offer to give us a brand new flag, so I thought it was so sweet of him. Opal always gets to sit right beside the fire, don't ya? The window's gotten a little bit cloudy, but it clears up. And it's pretty nice and toasty warm. Now that Ryan's off on the snowmobile, he's gone to get the battery, the Blue Eddy battery. But look at what we've done here with the batteries in the cabin. We're just amazed by it all. We've got 1607 going up or down a little bit, but this is what it is, and we don't even have sun out today. It's bright, but we just don't have sun, so this is pretty incredible.
Well, this whole winter wonderland thing has been a roaring success so far. It's been awesome out here. And I'm just here at the trailer to pick up another Blue Eddy battery. I'm gonna take it back to the cabin and then we'll have a full setup there. It's awesome. I had no idea that we'd be able to power the cabin just with the sun in the wintertime. and we are way up north. So this is awesome. Have a look at our day today. Clouds are actually breaking up a little bit. They're coming this way. That's what we had earlier today. If you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes because it'll change. And I love it. I've got the Reolink Track Select, so I'm gonna give that a go. Try that out back at the cabin. This is in case I get stuck. And these are in case I get stuck. Can you guess that I've been stuck? I've been stuck, big time. I don't want to be stuck without tools. You see that? I think those are wolf tracks. I think they go all the way across the lake, but I'm a little bit concerned that they're so close. Let's have a look. Now that I look a little closer, I think there's some kind of a deer track. Looks like a hoof more than a paw print. It's hard to tell because it's been snowed in, but I'd say you can kind of make out, yeah, it's a deer. Whew! I'm glad. Because I thought, oh no, we don't want wolves around here. Not this close to the homestead. Yeah, that's ugly. And that's heading our way. What do you have to say for yourself? You have a waggly tail? I just heard a slide, I think. I'm gonna go see if something fell off the roof. Yep, perfectly clean. That's pretty cool. Self-cleaning roof. These ones slid off as well. Wow, gotta love it.
We have a real roaring fire tonight. I feel like having s'mores.
Okay, the skidoo's all warmed up. Here we go. That didn't take very long. 67 miles an hour. I can't believe the snowmobile goes so fast.
Opal is not coming in. She's just sitting out in the snow. She absolutely loves it out there. And she's just enjoying herself. You'd think it was a warm summer day. I just had to get some video of the most beautiful snow falling.
It is not even sunny out. And we're bringing in 2200 watts. I'll show you. Look. This is the sky. And the Solar X4K is hooked up to those panels. And it's bringing in 2200 watts.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Have to put the snowshoes on like now. Everything's so soft. Oh, that's a good girl. Good?
Those are good, yeah. Okay, he's putting them on for me. Thank you. Run, run, run. Hey, you can't drink the snow.
I don't think it'll be 4 feet thick, buddy. Might be a foot thick. Sure carves through it though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm getting near it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty thick, I would think.
Let's see. That's the surface there.
Oh, there's the surface. Yeah, it's pretty slushy.
It's super
Whoa.
slushy. So let's see how thick the ice is. I'm gonna pull it out with this. Okay,
Wow.
I'll try to scoop it.
You have to actually scoop it, yeah.
Well, the ice is thick, honey. It's already taller than this. That's 2 feet thick. Oh yeah, we got water.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So the ice is 2 feet thick. There it is.
Wow.
2 feet thick, honey. Look at that.
No, that is really neat.
Isn't it? It took this whole auger. It went all the way down to here.
Did it?
Yeah. That's 2 feet. Easy. 2.5 feet. Mid-thigh. Isn't that something?
Yes. Sure is.
Wow. Well, we have no issues with the thickness of the ice.
No, we could put the truck on here even.
You could. Well, that was a neat experiment. Eh?
Yeah, it sure was.
The ice is 2 feet thick, so we could put pepper on it and clear an ice rink.
Yeah,
We could. Close to shore.
maybe.
It's a good girl. Okay. What do you think, honey? Some hot soup and some sandwiches?
Yeah, some grilled cheese.
Do you want to go up in the back and have a look? Check out our fruit trees?
I wonder, oh, wow. I wonder if we could.
Let's do it. Let's go up this way. Let's go up the Bargy McBarge face ramp.
I hope we can get on top of the snow. It'll be different than on the ice, eh? Because the ice has been pretty compact. Wow. This is really doing it out here.
Just walk in my footsteps, babe. Walk in my footsteps.
It looks like there's footsteps there.
I was out here.
Oh, you were?
I was out right here when the roof fell,
Oh,
and I went running.
aha.
I went running to save you, and you went running to save me.
Yeah, well, I just wondered what I was dealing with.
We were running to save each other. Opal remembers this spot. That's where she treed her bear.
Right.
There's no way we could do this without snowshoes. There's the barge. You can see it right through the trees there. Come on, Opal, this way. Look at all this stuff. These big blocks of ice. Oh, man. You're my sweetheart. Because you have the most beautiful smile of anybody I've ever met. You know that? I have to
Yeah.
kiss that smile.
That's nice. Oh, it's a bit deep still. Yeah. Well, this is a really different view of what we're used to when we come through spring, summer, and fall. But now we're here at winter, and this is really worth it. We've got Alvin there. Looks a little bit different because the snow is so deep. And the next time we come, it'll be spring. Well, it's spring now, actually. Just about spring, just a few days away. And then season 5 starts. And that's really hard to believe. The roof is completely clear of snow now. And that's the remnants. Boy, oh boy, when that snow load came off, I was inside and look at how huge. I'd say it almost took that leaning tree over. And that shed there, looks like the roof is caving in. It's had a lot of winters and I think it's just about done. So we're probably gonna have to do something because it is kind of handy to have there. You can see the bottom of my potting table there. It's all filled up with snow because all of that snow comes tumbling off it on to that table. Well, we're closing off the season. And as we leave the cabin, we've got things that we've packed. Ryan's putting everything away. And we're excited to come back in 2 months. But for today, it's a really pretty day out there. And it's really toasty warm in the cabin. And I always like to leave the cabin in a nice state, even though it's hard when we're here. So I'm going to be vacuuming and cleaning and washing things up. And got our blankets put away up there. And we went through the food pretty much. Just have to package up our snacks, put away some of our technology, put away our warm clothes. It's been a resounding, wonderful success. And I think we both decided we love it here in the winter.
Oh yeah. Favorite time.
Yeah, favorite time so far. That says a lot considering every other time we've spent out here has been spring, summer, or fall. Fall is also beautiful. The fall is my favorite time of year, but out here, the winter I think has won.
Because there's so much more opportunity.
Yeah. And next time we come, we're going to bring a snow blower. That would make a big difference for us.
Yeah.
The wind last night was shocking. It blew our propane stove off, and we had a big pot of boiling water that we'd gotten from the snow. The whole thing flew off.
Like there's probably
That pot full.
pounds of water on it.
Yeah. And it just went flying off the deck. That was quite the deal. Anyways, getting ready to go. We'll take another snowmobile ride across and we'll bring you along. I don't know if you saw what happened, but the pin sheared right off in two on Ryan's last trip, and he had to ditch the sled altogether. So he's made a makeshift. Wow, I don't know. How's this gonna work, eh?
It just has to get us there.
Okay, well, goodbye. This was a wonderful, wonderful time we had here.
Awesome time here.
One last look. Great way to end a season.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Very, very, very icy. Like sheer ice. Whoa. Wow. He thinks we might have a fuel issue with this snowmobile. Let's just get out of here as fast as we can.
Yeah, it's empty.
It is empty?
It's empty.
Oh. It won't start again?
We might have enough just to get up there. I hope we do, because I don't have fuel here. That's not right. It's got a leak somewhere. Shoot. I better get it inside. I hope it's not just leaking right like where we are.
Yeah, we don't want it in the trailer if it's leaking fuel.
It doesn't have any left, honey.
No.
Oh.
He's already had a pretty wild morning. The sled pin broke right off, sheared right off. See what that looked like. That was, I mean, it's not just a flimsy thing either. Look at that.
Yeah, that broke right off. That used to go onto a clip that went right there like that.
Right there. So now, I mean, it worked. What he had to do worked.
Yeah. Tie wire is always a good lifesaver.
Do you have some more in case you need it?
Yeah, I do.
When Ryan came back to the cabin, he said, look out the window and tell me what you see. I saw the snowmobile and I thought maybe the front fell off or the back fell off. I just couldn't tell. And then he said, the sled's gone. So we had to set it beside the road there and come back and try and get a way to attach it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to take very many things. We would have had probably 4 or 5 loads.
That's very strange. I don't know what's going on with the fuel. It's really concerning.
Oh dear. Couldn't have taken it very far then.
No. That's why I raced back to put more fuel in it.
Yeah. We got to get out while we can.
I know.
Like, this should be the biggest, fastest hustle of our life. Before the big snow comes.
I don't know what's going on with the fuel situation. I'm nervous I'm not going to have enough to get it up the ramp, so I have to try this one shot very quickly.
He's got enough gas to get him. Oh no. Okay. He's on. He's going to move it to an area that's a little bit more level. Then he's going to put the chains on. And just because it is so incredibly icy, like beyond reason.
It was deadly icy.
Yeah. He's never ever done this before, but he figures stuff out like so quickly.
Lay one chain on the ground behind the tire with the blue hoop on the inside. Remove any tangles.
This will be interesting. Ryan had this first one on, I would say within 5 minutes. There I was reading the instructions to him, and I looked up and they were already done. So I felt a bit foolish, but I was just trying to help.
Yeah.
Ferris and I had to roll the car forward to get them on properly. We figured it out and we went a very long way on the Coquihalla Highway.
With chains.
With chains and just the two of us. It was the scariest ride of our lives, for sure. When we got out at like 2:30 in the morning, I kissed the ground. 'Cause I've never been so petrified in all my life.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have 4 of those?
Yeah.
Oh,
2 for each.
Yeah. Those are handy, those.
They are. Okay. That'll keep that on.
Those are gigantic paw prints. Whose are those?
The paw print somewhere?
They're huge. They're almost as big as my hand.
Like the dog prints or are they
I don't know. They're
grizzly
just
bear prints?
no, they're dog prints, like wolf prints maybe.
Wolf? Oh wow.
I don't know. It's not as bad as you thought, hey?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, super cold for me.
super cold, yeah. My hands are very, very cold. Filming you.
This is a full-on skating rink. If we had moon boots, we could bumper shine all the way, well, down the logging road, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Last year when we tried to leave, we couldn't get up this hill that we're coming up to.
I think we're gonna make it this
I
time.
think we're gonna make it for sure because we've got 4-wheel drive and chains on all 4 corners, so we should be good. We've got really skookum chains, so
Yeah, well, I just found that out. I had no idea you could pay that much for chains.
but they're good ones.
Trailer brake disconnected, it says.
Oh, brother.
Uh-oh. Check trailer brake wiring. Oh no, not today. Uh-oh. I think it happened in the other trailer too. Yeah, trailer brake disconnected, which is not good.
Well, I'll check it up here.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not working.
the trailer brake's not working.
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, you can stop here.
Truck brakes are working. Ryan just got out to check and fell.
Oh, man.
Oh no. He slid on the ice, the glare ice. He didn't hit his head though, but I thought maybe he'd hurt something else, but thank goodness.
Stepped out of the truck and went right down. This is solid ice here.
I should have reminded you.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
I went right down. Ouch.
The one good thing is that I'm seeing like salt on this logging road. Whereas the road that we just traveled on doesn't have anything like that at all. No, Opal. She does that every time Ryan. Oh, dear.
Well, we're in it now. We've got some sort of a sleet situation. And there's lots of it. And the roads are super icy. I mean, it's like we're on a skating rink. It's unbelievable.
It really, really is.
Never seen roads this icy before.
No, me neither.
And the wind is pushing the sleet across it and it's polishing the road. So it's kind of like hitting it with wet sandpaper, giving it a nice, smooth, glassy, icy finish. Hey, honey?
Yeah. I think there's hope ahead. I think that the sky looks, at least with my sunglasses on, it looks as though it might be clearing up there. Behind us, it's very, very black and dark. Ahead of us, it seems like there's a bit of light coming.
Okay, well, just getting pelted. It's unbelievable. So my sweetheart's driving, and she's focused, and her knuckles aren't even white.
10-2.
10 and 2. Woohoo!
The eye of the storm. You can kind of see a bit of a glare on the road now. That banging you're hearing, those are the chains. Got those rubber spiders holding the chains on, and they're flapping against the hubs, making a bit of a racket.
Well, we don't have any more warning lights on the dash. I went out and unplugged the trailer plug and plugged it back in, and that seemed to sort it out.
This little part is integral to keeping our chains tight on our wheels.
Yeah.
It broke, and I'll need to get a replacement because our chains are now flopping around and striking the wheel well with every rotation. That's not good.
In case you haven't seen one of the BC ferries, this is it. We were on the very, very bottom deck because we have the trailer. This is what it's like. So they've put coverings over those windows there so that the glow doesn't bother the captain. And it's a nice cafeteria. Nice place to sit and a really nice view if it's the daytime.
If you're new to our channel, this story didn't start today.
That's right. Head back to Season 1 to binge all of our playlists to see how this remote island homestead began. If you've been on this journey with us for a while, here's a favorite worth revisiting.
Every chapter of the My Wild Home experience builds on the one before it.
So grab your favorite drink and catch up on our story.
And we'll see you on the next one.